68% of men who tried it said, "Oh, fuck me, no thanks. Jesus, that stinks." I thought you said McDonald Trump then. Guttural noises for 30 seconds, just...
They call me Crocodile cheese.
Fucking crocodile cheese. And we eventually caught up with him and I nutted him in the nose. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. This is episode 5. Is it 5?
5
of the Voorny podcast. Welcome. For anybody who's listened previously, as always, I'd like to thank you at the start of the show. Thank you. You are beautiful, lovely people. But before we carry on, we have another sponsor, which is great because, you know, the sponsors keep flowing in. Where is it, Leanne? Where is the sponsor? Is this sponsor 3?
It's titled.
Right. Thank you to our sponsor, Softies Pure Slith Cigs. Softies Pure Slith Cigs. Very excited to announce that today we are sponsored by Softies Cigs, a truly value ciggy brand using quality bogweeds to create a rough and throat-destroying puff inhale after inhale. The Softies brand has a long history of making truly happy shopper tier products, including Sewage Men's Cologne, a backwater swamp arse smell created to accentuate toxic masculinity. 68% of men who tried it said, "Oh, fuck me, no thanks. Jesus, that stinks." Softies Cigs are proud to announce that their new premier blend, Pure Slith. So let me do that again. Softies Cigs are proud to announce their new premier blend, Pure Slith. Pure Slith contains slices of real snakeskin mixed with tears of simps for an absolutely evil flavour. When all your mates outside Betfred see you light up a Softies Cig, you can guarantee that after they've finished retching, they'll want to steal the whole pack. So if you're looking for a cig that will burn a hole in your throat and taste like the devil's anus, then Softies Cigs are the brand for you. And for a limited time, you can get 200 cigs for $5 if you use code "I bet your mum's house stinks of cigs, mate" at the checkout. Fantastic.
Thank you very much for Softies Cigs.
Thank you. These adverts keep getting more and more in depth, and I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, we need to thank the sponsor, really.
Well, yeah, I'll thank the sponsor.
Because the sponsor wrote it.
Right, before I continue, I need to crack open a Red Bull.
So thank you very much to Softies Cigs. I've never had a Softies Cig, but I've heard they are absolutely heinous.
Just fantastic cigs, really. I've had a Slith Cig, and they're definitely what they say on the tin. They want to give a hole in my throat.
Yeah, absolutely. Pure evil.
Isn't that just every cig anyway?
What, every cig wants to give you a hole in your throat?
Yeah.
I think if they had personalities, they'd be really shit personalities. Like if cigarettes were people. I think they would be Slytherins.
Is this how we're really starting the podcast? If cigarettes were people, they'd have really shit personalities.
They'd be Slytherins.
Fantastic. Do you want me to introduce you, by the way? Or we just...
Hi, everyone. I'm Leannimal Cub.
Yeah. So, again, for the 5th episode, because we're in quarantine, Leannimal Cub is here again. But as soon as we can, we're going to get rid of her because she's a fucking... I'm joking.
That's not kind.
That is very kind. Don't worry about it. Oh, Jesus. I've got so much stuff to talk about this week, actually, that I wrote down. What do I want to... I was going to announce you as someone else as Lady Horsebean of Sassington Manor. You need to do titles as well. She was here last week. I know, you need to do titles, but you didn't give me one this week, so what do you want to be introduced as?
I
put you on the spot here.
Sergeant Longbelly.
Sergeant Longbelly the Third.
Yeah, that'll do.
Right, okay, that'll do. So welcome Sergeant Longbelly the Third to the podcast.
Sergeant Longbelly the Third.
Fantastic. I love your little mind sometimes, you know that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Lady Horsebean was here last week. She had a fabulous time. She was a natural, I think.
She was a natural. So I don't think we brought this up on... We've mentioned dog shit white dog shit 3 times now on the podcast, but Doug and Emily actually sent us a picture, our next door neighbours, of seeing white dog shit. And the surprise, I'm not going to put it up because I don't know if they want to be shown on this podcast, but the surprise on their faces when they saw white dog shit brought a genuine smile to my face. And she looked genuine when she was put. It was like a kid happy with a project that they've just done, and they've smiled, grinning from ear to ear after seeing white dog shit.
She had both her feet like pressed together, and she was pointing like,
and they just found it out in the street, white dog shit, and they said that's the first time they've seen one in a while.
I think it's because you're looking for it.
Because we're looking for it now.
Because everyone's looking for it now. That's what they're doing when they're going out for their walks, looking for white dog shit.
Thanks to this podcast.
But Emily did look really cute, so that's good.
Also, my old friend Jonathan contacted me on Instagram after he listened to the podcast last week. About the story about me trapping my finger in a picnic table, and he sent me a voice memo which I'll play now if I can find it. Where is it? Where are my direct messages?
I don't know, Dave. Who's this friend? Sorry.
Oh, it's John. It's my old friend, Mr. Jonathan. I'm not going to say his second name because you probably don't want his second name being out there.
Mr. Jonathan.
I'm just going to call him Mr. Jonathan from now.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
Where's
How do you know him from?
messages?
Did he actually message you on there, or was it WhatsApp?
No, he definitely messaged me on Instagram.
So how do you know him, and where do you know him from?
So I know him from I used to go to school with him, like his primary school. He used to be a really old school friend. Oh, his messages are gone for some reason. Oh, that's fantastic. He might have deleted them.
Are you sure he didn't message you on WhatsApp?
No, he didn't. It was all over Instagram. We was like messaging each other back and forth. Great. Anyway, he was just saying, yeah, Harry remembered it. Oh, no, I got it. Hey, I got it. Here we go. So this is what he sent first off. We can get this on the podcast.
I'm going to send you a voice message just because it's quicker because I'm at work. Yeah, of course it's awkward.
Oh.
Unless you've been with them you've been away from them for a long time, then it can be all right. But it's never a nice or easy experience, is it? Got 10 minutes into your podcast this morning. I was listening and I was getting the kids up and changing Eden's nappy, and then got onto the bit about the picnic table. I was creasing myself because I do remember that I was round. We was having a barbecue, and the fireman came, and yeah, emotional times. It was good times. Hope you're well, man.
Thank you for that, Jonathan. I appreciate that. Yeah, so he remembers the picnic table, and yeah, the ambulances that came round. I had my finger trapped in there, and it was an ordeal. He can back me up on that. But yeah, I shouldn't have been crying at that age. And also, the first bit it was on about it being awkward was obviously, I put out a video over last week's podcast where we asked everybody the question, is it awkward with your ex? Which brings me on to the poll, actually. Because I put out a poll on Instagram and I got replies on the poll. I need to go to my archives to do this. And the poll was, what do you think the percentage was? I'm going to ask you because you don't know. Yeah, so I asked them. I asked the Instagram if it was awkward ever bumping into your ex, and in general, obviously there's circumstances. But what do you think the generalisation? I said, is it awkward? Yes. Is it awkward? No. How much percentage of people said yes? Do you think
60%? So
you think 60% of people said yes?
Yeah.
So that leaves 40% of the people saying no. Mm-hmm. So in the poll, it was actually 78% of people thought it was awkward bumping into your ex, and 22% no.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, I think it is always awkward. I mean, it just is. Even if you end on good terms, it's a little bit awkward, especially if you're walking around with your current partner. Like I said last week, hello.
Well, yeah, that's it. It's the situation.
Hi.
If you're with your current partner, really fucking awkward. If you're on your own, maybe not so awkward. But what was it, 78%?
78%.
78% said awkward. I think we should put out another question for people today.
What's that?
In fact, I was thinking, I think we should ask the people that listen to send in their questions for us.
I did have a bunch of questions as well, actually. That's a good point. I did do that. Shall we ask? And I've got quite a few replies. Ooh, Ooh.
What? So you asked people questions to ask
I said,
us?
what do you want us to talk about in the next podcast? Like any kind of questions and any kind of, any subjects you'd like us to talk about. And I actually got some replies, and I took a screenshot of it, and I have to find this. Again, I'm being super prepared. God damn it.
It's all right. We've only had a week. Don't worry about it.
Shut up, Leanne.
It's all right. I wasn't prepared at all. I was literally sat outside in the garden about 5 minutes ago looking for what's going on currently in the world, just in case I ran out of stuff to talk about.
Well, it's just
Although
gonna
I
be
think the
mainly
biggest thing...
coronavirus things, isn't it?
Well, yeah, the biggest thing that's on everyone's mind at the moment is still Tiger King, and is still is Donald Trump telling everyone to inject disinfectant into their veins.
Yeah.
So don't do that. 100% don't do that.
Oh yeah, we definitely have to bloody talk about that. Yeah, that was yesterday, was it? It was on about people injecting Lysol into their veins to combat the coronavirus. Yeah. Because he thinks it'll be a good...
And light.
And light.
I think light would be tremendous.
I think light would be tremendous. I think light... Yeah, light is tremendous, you utter Burke. It's what gives us life, but it doesn't fucking... What does he mean?
There's a tremendous... there's value in light. Is that right?
Just inject yourself with Lysol.
Looking at was it his health advisor or something? She's sitting there just staring at the floor.
Yeah,
there's that video that like zooms in on her face, and then I'm not sure which bit he says, but her face just goes like this.
It's like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, God.
It's like, Jesus, is he saying this? I was browsing Reddit yesterday, and I saw a post saying it just says, he is unbelievably, like, stupid. He is unfathomably thick.
Unfathomably.
And it says, unfathomably. Is that right? Unfathomably. Unfathomably.
Oh, no.
Unfathomably. Unfathomably. You're sweating on your hands.
Yeah, I got sweaty hands today. No.
Nervous?
No. My hands are either really, really cold or boiling up.
You're a slith. You got cold blood.
No, I'm
You're
not. I'm a griff.
You're a griff.
Pure. No, I'm not pure griff.
Yeah, but he was saying. So his tweet was simply like what I just said. I'm not saying it again. And he says, "I don't even need to tell you who I'm talking about. You all know." He didn't even mention his name, and everyone's like, "Yeah,
yeah."
Because of, I think it's all. I think it's a big meme. I think he knows. I think he doesn't care.
Do you think he's?
I can't be that silly, can he?
Do you think he's given up?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, I am fucking done. I can't do this anymore. I give up.
I bet he brags with his friends.
I'm going to say whatever mad shit I can say, and hopefully they'll kick me out.
He's going to brag with his friends. But by the way, you brought up Tiger King. I want to go back to that just a sec because...
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Tiger King, by the way, it's a fantastic TV show, and
I think
watch it on
everybody's seen
Netflix.
it now,
By this point, if you haven't seen it, then what are you doing in your life? Especially in quarantine, you got Netflix. You must have seen it by now. And there's also a meme account called the Tiger King Meme Lord on Instagram.
Yes.
So if you Instagram Tiger King Meme Lord, and it's utterly fantastic. It's all the latest like Tiger King memes. It's a brand new Instagram page that's just launched.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely stunning. It's got the best Tiger King memes I have seen. It's just utterly... It's the best Tiger King page I've ever seen.
Tremendous. All the other Tiger King meme pages are trash.
They're all trash. They're all trash. They're all... Every single one. They're all trash.
I think my...
Inject yourself with Lysol.
My Donald Trump impression's really bad.
I thought you said McDonald Trump then.
McDonald Trump.
The McDonald Trump. Oh my God. That's being fucking... Right now, it's being photoshopped. The McDonald Trump.
Oh, is that being photoshopped like the white dog shit hunters?
Oh, I have... Leanne, I'm putting out content, okay?
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Voorny for all my great content. Mm-hmm. Just put out beer one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a beer PSA.
The beer one's pretty good.
Fantastic. Sitting at 25 views right now. Boom.
Bevin with the boys. 25 views.
Oh, yeah, baby. We big time now. We big time, bitch.
Okay, so what's some of these questions then?
Okay, these questions. So this question, I'm not going to read out the names. So they just randomly come in. If you could speak for 30 seconds and be heard by the entire world, what would you say?
Say that again, sorry.
Where were you just then?
I was not listening.
Where was you? Where was you thinking?
I was thinking about the frog with worms in its eye.
Okay, well, there's so many subjects. We are bouncing. By the way, guys, this podcast, we just bounce around on subjects. It's only been like 15 minutes, and we've already gone through like 70% of our subjects. But it's all good. Don't worry about it. No, I'm joking. I'm memeing. I'm exaggerating.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's fucking hell, Leon. Jesus. I swear to God, you'll be chucked off this podcast. About me. All me, all right? Now pipe down. You want to pipe down?
Yeah, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? It's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Well, we're not memeing together. Right, I'm showing you these. If you could speak... Are you listening?
I'm listening.
You with us?
Mm-hmm.
If you could speak for 30 seconds and be heard by the entire world, what would you say?
If I could speak for 30 seconds and be heard by the entire world, I think I'd say something along the lines of Pete beat, meme creep, top stonks, doggo, pupper, good night pupper, Pete beat, meme creep, probably again.
Memes. So just memes.
And whatever that pasta one was. Somebody touching my spaghetti.
Okay, right, brilliant. Do you know what I'd do?
What would you do?
Just guttural noises for 30 seconds. Just... And if there's a video feed of it as well, just intensely looking at the fucking camera going, and the entire world's like, what the fuck? And then I'll be like, Bush did 9/11, then it cuts off.
Yes, I love that. Bush did 9/11 right at the very end. Just finish it off perfectly.
Or just keep repeating like all my Instagrams.
Your face just really reminded me of just then.
Taking a shit?
No, there's a video of... it's a strongman competition from like the 1980s, and there's this man, and he's lifting up 2 aquariums full of cheese.
What? What?
This strongman's lifting up an aquarium full of cheese, and there's this guy in the background, and he's looking at the camera, and he's like getting real into it, and he's going, whoa, whoa, like he's like getting off on it.
How do I spell aquarium?
It was on Russell Brand's Ponderland. That's the reason you made me think of it, because they really zoom in on the guy's face in the audience.
Full of cheese?
Yeah, he lifts up 2 aquariums full of cheese.
Is any of them?
No.
What if I put strongman?
Who's Arnold Strongman?
I don't know. Strongman. What if I put strongman man in background?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. No, none of them.
No, never mind, eh?
Yeah, don't worry about that. But anyway, that's what you reminded me of.
I want to see that. Never mind.
If you type in Ponderland strongman competition, then you'll be able to see it.
I don't know if we get pulled for showing Ponderland stuff, though.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to be really careful these days on YouTube. It's annoying. Thanks, copywriting.
It is a great clip, though. I would highly recommend that people look for that.
This is a great question.
Oh, and also that one, there's like a name that says wanks off a pink dolphin. That one's really good.
What are you saying? Wanks off a pink dolphin?
Yeah, there's a good...
What?
It was Swaz that sent it to me, and it's just the name of the title. It's like John wanks off a pink dolphin. What
happens? He just wanks off a pink dolphin?
Well, you know that dolphins like rub themselves on people.
Yeah, they we've discussed dolphins, and apparently they rape people.
He doesn't realise that the dolphin's willy's out.
What does a dolphin's willy look like?
It's really long. Really long. Did you know that a tapir's willy is really long, and at the end it got prongs.
Like mine then?
Goes like that.
That's mine.
Yes, like yours. Like yours does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like ducks with a barb cock.
Yeah.
You got ducks with barb cock, and the women have barbed vaginas, and they go in.
Do they?
So yeah.
They have barbed vaginas?
Yeah, so it has to spin round and curl round. Like you're putting a screw in a hole. That's where the term screwing comes from, I believe.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Such a lie.
This is an intelligent podcast. If you want to be informed by penises.
Sorry. Let me get my drink.
Oh.
Sorry, everyone. Just in case that made a horrible noise for you. Yes.
But yeah, so barbed penises. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Another question is, if you were a real-life villain, what animal would you choose to fight by your side?
A villain? I'm a villain?
You're a villain. You have to have an animal fighting by your side.
Nile crocodile. One of them big fuckers. Like the 13-foot long Nile crocodile. That's what I'd have.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd paint stripes down it.
What, to make it go faster?
Yeah, look like it was going real fast.
Real fast, quick feet.
Yeah, real quick, tiny feet. They can go pretty fast. I've heard that crocodiles can run 30 miles an hour.
I would choose like...
and they're vicious.
I'd choose like a bald eagle, like something really big. Well, it's better than a crocodile.
How is that better?
Because it swoops out of nowhere. Crocodile, you have to be near a river and it's got to fucking like come out.
No, you don't have to be near a river.
Yeah, but then how fast does a crocodile like fucking move?
I just said I've heard they can run 30 miles.
No, they can't. Piss off. No, don't believe you.
30 miles an hour.
No,
Look it up then.
Fast.
Let's have a look.
Crocodile. They can't run 30 miles an hour.
How fast can crocodiles run? 24 to 29
kilometres an hour. That is about 15 miles an hour.
Well, still pretty fast.
No, it's not.
You can't run 15 miles an hour.
I can run 15 miles an hour.
That's bollocks.
I bet I can. Well, actually, I don't know.
Absolute nonsense.
15 kilometres an hour in miles an hour, right? So that's about... No, it's not even that. 9 miles an hour. So this is very different from 30. That's like quite fast in a car. I thought if a crocodile can run 30 miles an hour,
fucking terrifying as well. If it's
Do you want to change your choice now?
If it's one of them big fuckers, no, I'm sticking with crocodile. I'll wheel him round.
You will wheel him round?
I'll wheel him round.
What do you mean wheel him round?
It is in a little like an aquarium made of cheese.
What? What kind of villain are you? What villain are you? The cheese queen?
That's my name. They call me the cheese
You just
queen.
fucking stink.
They call me
oh, God.
They call me crocodile cheese.
Fucking crocodile cheese. They call me crocodile cheese.
Hey, they call me crocodile cheese.
Hey,
and they call me crocodile cheese.
Let me stick my crocodile on you, say? And you talk like a fucking 19...
I talk like a 1930s gangster.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, you've really messed me up, see?
Oh, and I do my makeup. I dress like I'm in black and white.
You've actually got tears in your eyes.
I know, I'm crying. And then I make my crocodile black and white, so it's like, what the fuck? They're in black and white.
What?
And then I show up crocodile cheese.
But you said you're going to paint a stripe down it, so it's going to be black and white with a stripe down it.
No, I've changed it up.
What do you mean? So now it's just black and white?
I'm going to paint it black and white.
Why are you black and white?
I'm going to be black and white.
Because you're from the 1930s?
Because I'm from the 1930s, see?
You realise like it was only filmed in the 1930s and everything was black and white on film?
Yeah. No, I know that people weren't black and white in the 1930s.
Did you though?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah.
I did actually. Don't mess with me. I'm crocodile cheese.
Crocodile cheese. I think we might have the name for the podcast. It's either gonna be, oh God's sake, Ronald. What did I say? McDonald? No, Trump. President Trump. I said Trump, McDonald, something like that.
I can't remember.
Oh shit! Well, it's gonna be crocodile cheese then, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever.
Crocodile cheese is going to be the name of this podcast.
Anyway, what
fuck it out.
So
I'd have an eagle.
A bold eagle.
Have you seen the size of an eagle's like a big fucking eagle?
If it was in this room, terrifying.
And it'd be like, obviously, if I could modify it, it'd be mechanical as well, like half mechanical beast.
Half a mechanical bald eagle.
Bald eagle. Yeah, let me go.
What's happened to the other side of it?
Eagle.
So the other side's normal.
I'd have the biggest one that has ever lived.
Okay.
Has ever lived. Hello, I'm also from the 1930s. I got my bald eagle, see?
Oh, it's a little bit hot in here.
Oh, it's a bit hot in here, see? Time to get my bald eagle to cool us all down. He's frost. He's got frost powers.
Got frost power.
He's a frosty bald eagle.
Yeah, he's got frost power.
What a bald eagle.
Can I ask why bald eagle, though? Why not like a better bird of prey?
Because they're a better bird of prey. Well, actually, yeah, you got a good point. I just chose eagle because they're big. And I saw their fucking talons.
Yeah.
Imagine one of them talons getting in you. But I want it to be like jacked up on steroids.
Yeah.
And shaved.
Fantastic. What, so it's bald?
Yeah.
It's got no feathers?
Yeah.
So
it's half mechanical.
It's half mechanical, bald.
I'm going to put in mechanical bald eagle and see what comes up.
Okay. You know what they never show in like like villain things when they've got like an animal or something. Say, for example, you've got a what was that? What's happened to its nose? Yeah, say for example they've got like a cat. They never show the villain like emptying the litter tray.
That's a good point.
They never.
The villain would.
Would you show yourself? Would you like take videos of yourself picking up your bald eagle's casings?
No. If I'm that good a villain, I'm not gonna be picking up the shit. I'm gonna have people doing it for me.
Yeah.
So, but why would I show videos of it?
I don't know.
Why would I show
Instagram videos?
What? I wouldn't do that anyway.
Crocodile cheese would.
I wish this podcast got to a point where we had millions of fans. And the amount of people that we're flooding in with like really talented people of like this villain, crocodile cheese villain, and you, I just love it.
Yeah.
One day.
One day.
That'd fucking be hilarious. Crocodile cheese.
And you're fucking bald eagle. What would you look like though? Because you haven't said anything about yourself.
Well, the question was just like, what would you choose?
Bold,
we've taken that question
eagle.
and we've taken that question, absolutely run with it. Like now mine's a mechanical eagle. Yours is fucking crocodile cheese for some reason.
Yeah. Well, you say for some reason, but cheese is a delicious snack and crocodiles are vicious.
Yeah, but like, what's it got to do with being a villain?
Getting the death roll of my crocodile.
Yeah, but then what?
No chance.
But what's the cheese like? What aspect?
Because I bring him round in an aquarium full of cheese. I've already said that.
Yeah, but then why is that villainous? Why is cheese villainous?
Because of the odour.
Because of the stench.
Because of the stench.
So there's such a massive
Stinky
stench.
Bishop.
What?
Stinky Bishop.
What, is that a type of cheese?
It is actually a type of cheese.
The Stinky Bishop cheese.
The Stinky Bishop cheese. I've never had it, but I've smelt it. I couldn't eat it. It was disgusting. Like the smell of it is pungent.
I like blue cheese.
I don't. I think it's gross.
Right, shall we go on to the next question?
Would you ever try surstrumming?
No, absolutely not. For anybody who doesn't know what surstrumming is, type in surstrumming, like Google that because you'll never understand how to spell that first, and then YouTube it, surstrumming cheese. No, it's not cheese, is it? It's fish. It's fermented fish in a can.
Yes.
It's the delicacy in the Netherlands or something. Is it Swedish? Could be. I think you're right. I think it's a Swedish. I can't be asked to fucking Google it. But anyway,
you're supposed to cook it up with potatoes and
you're never
onions.
meant to eat that because there's obviously a YouTube footage of people.
Supposed to eat it.
Well, you're not. Oh yeah, let's be real.
It's just that other people eat it for a joke. Like we would.
What us mad lads?
Yeah, like mad lads.
Honestly, it's fermented fish, and apparently it's one of the hardest things to eat if you're not from that country. It's meant to be a delicacy in Sweden, I think.
Well, no, it's because you're not supposed to eat it straight out the can. You're supposed to open the can outdoors, like as far away from people as possible.
Why? Stop eating that.
And let the smell go away a little bit, and then you cook it up with onions and potatoes, and apparently it's absolutely delicious.
Already you need to stop. If
you have to open your food in the garden to stop people from vomiting, probably don't eat it.
Stop eating that food.
Who ate it the first time, do you think? Who was the first person to eat that?
It's a mad person. Just someone who's got a disability in their brain.
I don't think so. I think it was a pioneer. A food pioneer. Sorry, carry on.
Onward is the new best Pixar of all time, and Chris Pratt did a good job, but it should have been JB. That's not really a question, it's a statement, but okay. I've never seen Onward, but we have to watch Onward apparently.
I know, it has to go on the list. Can we write it down somewhere?
I would greatly appreciate it if you could come to my page.
Whose page?
I'm not saying. Go fuck yourself. Thank you for that. Do you like my fitness lifestyle inspo? These are all just like bot accounts, just trying to get me to. Yeah, I do like your fitness. Sessi Faflis. I can't even pronounce it.
I bet there's pictures of bums on that page.
I did have more, but I'm new. I'm not really good at Instagram, and I can't find the archive for it. It's really hard. But I had more that popped up, and it's really annoying.
What's up here?
No, this is my screenshots.
Oh right, okay.
So I had to take a screenshot of it at the moment because I knew I was going to lose it. But yeah, I had more questions than this, but yeah. But those two questions from Tomo were fantastic.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Tomo.
Thank you, Tomo. Great questions. I'm sure you're disappointed with both of our answers.
Yeah, I bet he's just like, well, that's the most.
He's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Cheese crocodile cheese. What?
Tom, I want to know what you would have picked.
A snake, no.
A snake.
I wouldn't pick a snake. You can pick like something a big
snake.
doggo or something like.
The windy man, the long mover.
So I've got another question.
Oh, you know,
actually.
but see, there's some animals that are inherently evil and would be good for a villain, and there's some animals that would be good for a hero. Like if I was a hero, grizzly bear.
Why?
Because it could cuddle me and be the best thing ever.
Yep.
But it's also vicious and would absolutely fuck anybody up who would, try and attack me.
And you, though?
No, it wouldn't.
So, okay,
It's
are we talking
my
about like
bear.
a fantasy land?
It's my bear.
Are we talking about like comic book? It can be like, because obviously mechanical.
Dave, we're talking about a land where I'm a hero and I have a bear.
Oh, see, everybody look.
Bosie.
Our cat's just walked in.
That's
We have to treat our cat like a celebrity every time it comes in the house.
She's a queen.
She's a queen.
Queen
Oh, she just burped. That's nice. What are you doing?
Queen bee.
Yeah, you can't hear that podcast.
Yeah,
but-
she's so little.
For anybody watching the video podcast, or if you're not, watch it right now. I'm wearing a nice shirt today because it's so warm outside.
So
the weather's great, isn't it? Well, the weather.
We're not talking about the
Well, the
weather.
weather's great, isn't it? It's been good, isn't it? What are you been up to? How's your dad? I've got another question, which is a really good one. So, another podcast got in contact with me through Reddit because we've been advertising our podcast on Reddit, and the podcast is called Shooting the Breeze Podcast. I want to give them a shout out because they said, "Oh, would you like to listen to one of our episodes?" I see you kind of. It's a couple, like we are.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe they're a couple. If they're watching this, I believe you are. I've checked out your website. If you're not, by the way, the guy, if you're not, you're getting extremely friend zoned, sir. No, I'm joking. But yeah, they're obviously a couple. They have to be. If they're not, I've just made that really awkward. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a podcast called Shoot the Breeze Podcast. And they said, why don't you listen to one of their episodes? So I did. I listened to one of their episodes. And in there, she had a great question. She said, if you had to be quarantined, like trapped in quarantine with one celebrity, who would it be?
Ooh.
He actually answered one of mine. I was like, oh, yeah, I would have said that too. But I'm going to ask you first. So obviously there's quarantine business going on. You're quarantined with one celebrity. Who is it?
Okay. Okay, I don't want to be with someone too high energy because that would annoy the out of me. So high energy people out the window.
Right.
I don't want to be with someone who's too serious because, again, not fun. So, the first person that's popping into my head, I know this is going to sound really strange, but it's Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
And his missus.
You're only allowed one, though.
Well, I don't know if I'd want to be stuck with just Bobby Lee.
Because he'd be getting his penis out all the time.
He'd be just running around naked.
Yeah.
And that'd be funny for a while.
Yeah, to a point. You're like, probably put your dick away.
Maybe put your dick away.
Yeah, for God's sake.
Okay, who else is popping into my mind? See, Chris D'Elia, he would be too cynical and mad.
I think to watch
And
Chris
he'd
D'Elia
get
is really
bored.
funny. To watch Chris D'Elia is really funny, but to also
He'd get bored, which would annoy me.
yeah, he gets bored very quick. When he's on the Joe Rogan podcast, he loses steam after about an hour.
And he
a half.
gets his phone out and starts...
I think to live with he'd be quite annoying. I think he's quite like
Hard to live with, yeah.
for sure. I bet he'll be pointing out things that because you see how mad he gets with his friends.
Yeah.
He'll be pointing out shit all the time. My answer was when he said it, I was like, yeah, that's actually a
he's
great
high
answer.
maintenance.
Mine would be Seth Rogen.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He'd be so relaxed, so chill, so funny.
Fun,
So
chill,
the guy, yeah,
fun.
sorry, I can't remember your names, bless you. I did check your website, but I can't remember your names. I should have wrote down the notes. But he said, yeah, Seth Rogen. I was like, that's a great answer. That's me too, to a T. I think we'd get on really well. Seth, if you're watching, love me. I think
Yeah,
we'd
I
get on
can
really
see
well.
that.
I said Joe Rogan as well, though. It might be Joe.
No, absolutely not. I would not want to be quarantined with Joe Rogan.
I would. I wouldn't mind.
I love Joe Rogan.
I think it'd be a good influence on me. I bet I'd be
again,
working out every day. I'd be like, fuck it, let's go. I'd be jacked. I mean, I'm already fucking jacked.
For me, it's because he's so opinionated. If I tried to have a conversation with him, it wouldn't be, I don't know, it's just no. No, not for me, thanks.
I wouldn't mind Joe. I think he'll be a good influence on me.
I wouldn't say no.
I think he'd be a good influence on me. I think I'd work out more because he would be getting me up and like he'd be making me feel shit. That's what he'd be doing. You should really be. He'd be going on about nootropics.
He'd see you come downstairs and find you like chowing down on a full pack of Pringles, a full pack of biscuits, and a 2-litre bottle of Coke, and be like, "Come on, bro."
You know that shit gives you cancer, bro. Then I'll be like, oh, God, here we go. Actually, it'd be quite annoying with all the facts, won't he? I think he'd just be like, all right, Joe, I get it. Weed's great, mate. Then if he starts on about bow hunting, oh, my God, I'd nut him. Yeah, that's a good point. I think Seth Rogen's the best one.
If he started talking about bow hunting, it's game over.
I'd nut him. I'd be like, and then he'd kill me, obviously, because look at him.
Yeah.
But honestly, when he starts talking about bow hunting on his podcast, I'm just like, please stop. It's like a secret word that unlocks a whole half-hour spiel of him just going on about recurve bows.
Very interesting, though. Would you go... I've got a question for you. Would you go bow hunting?
Yeah.
Would you kill a deer?
Once. Would I kill a deer? I think I would like to say I would be able to kill a deer because I feel like a bit of a hypocrite if I eat meat and I'm not prepared to kill it. I spoke about this before ages ago, but I
agree with you.
If I'm in a position where I have ever got a gun or something like that, or I'm hunting ethically, of course, and I can hear the vegans now. All hunting's not ethical. It's like, okay, God. Well, I say all the vegans. Sorry, there is let's say the small minority that are the loudest. Let's say that.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah, there we go. With the silly minority that are loudest. Anyway. If I was in that position, I had a gun in my hand and I was ethically hunting meat, and I couldn't pull the trigger, then I'd be a hypocrite.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a hypocrite now because I haven't done that. I get that. I get the argument, like, oh, you're still eating me, but like that would be a changing point in my life. And I do believe, I honestly think, in my heart of hearts, I could pull the trigger. I really could. On a chicken, I think I could. If I was taught how to, I don't know how farmers do it, like break their necks or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about ethically. I think battery farming is obviously wrong. But how else? Apparently there's other ways you can feed like a whole nation of people without doing this. But, the mass, what are they called? Farms. Thingy farms.
I don't know what you're talking. What do you mean?
Big factory farms that just factory farming.
Factory
farm. There you go. I got there. But yeah, factory farming is obviously, I think it's wrong. But if I had to do it ethically and snap a neck and...
Yeah, if you couldn't kill a chicken, then you shouldn't probably eat chicken.
Do you think you could?
I really don't know.
I think I could.
I'm really, really not sure.
I think I could eat my cats if it meant me living or dying.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't be able to. Well, I say I wouldn't be.
You'd be in a different mindset.
I have literally no idea because I've never been pushed to that limit before.
I think if it was on a boat, it was lost at sea.
I don't know what I can and can't do.
If it was on an island and I needed to survive and Bosie was there, definitely Bosie. I'll do Bosie first.
There's no meat on Bosie.
But I can't. Mons is too cute. Mons is the baby boy. Bosie, I'll just eat in a heartbeat.
Why wouldn't you eat fish? You're on an island.
It's a weird question. I'm just saying, if it was the only thing we could eat.
I've just got this image of you like, we've crash landed on a desert island.
And I'm going for the cats first.
For some reason, we've got the cats
everything.
there.
We've got coconuts, spoils.
Yeah, there's coconuts. Well, there's bushes with berries on. There's ample fishing.
Well, we could survive here for a while.
There's a Tesco's up the road. And Dave turns around and goes, well, looks like it's going to have to be the cats.
They're going to fucking die. Bosie's going first.
Been there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not even hungry.
No.
You've only just had the peanuts off the aeroplane.
Just want to devour the cats.
Just want to devour Bosie.
Yeah.
I don't think I could eat a pet, even if I was desperate.
What about eating a human?
I don't think I could.
No, I think that's where I draw the line. I think
I'd just be like,
I'd rather take death, actually.
I'd just accept the sweet embrace of death.
Yep.
I'd be like, all right, well, it's my time. I'm not eating a human being.
No.
I'll go. Thanks.
No. I'm like, oh, done.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something sad as well.
I never answered the question about who I'd want to be stuck in quarantine with.
You said Bobby Lee, but then he get his penis out. So mine is Seth Rogen, I think.
There's only one person
picked
that I want to be in quarantine with, and that's you.
Oh,
it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice. Thank you.
It's cute.
Like I don't know if we discussed it on the podcast, but I do feel sorry for people in awful relationships. This is not us bragging, by the way. Like, oh, look at us.
Sounds like it is.
We're in a fantastic. We're just in a good relationship. We're like good mates.
Good mates.
Oh, don't. That makes it sound like I've been friend zoned. Oh, shit.
Makes it sound like I've been friend zoned.
I'm talking about friend zoning and relationships. I'm decided I'm not going to do it on this podcast, but the next one I'll probably read out those messages.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it?
Not this one. We've not got no time. I feel like that's going to be a whole...
No, Dave.
So I've... Just to give you a teaser, I will. Do you know what? I have been toying back and forth whether I should do this or not. And oh God,
save it for next week. Because I think you're right. It is going to be a full.
It's going to
be.
I'll just get into it at the start, and we'll see how long we go with it. But when I was going through my break, I briefly touched on my breakups like last week, I think. But when I was going through my biggest breakup, and I was in an emo phase, it was just a gumpy. Wouldn't talk to anybody's phase. Like my best friend Tom would vouch for this. I'd stand in the corners of the club when we're trying to go out have a good time. I'd then get down because I was lonely and sad, and it was sad and it was also sad. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
It was sad and it was also sad
to watch,
as in
but
pathetic
also,
sad. As in also, oh,
come on, mate.
Come on, pick up your bollocks.
Yeah.
And I used to stand in the corner of clubs and just make these notes to myself, or Tom would be looking over and be like, oh, here he goes again. Oh God, he's inside his own head. I'd go like away because I'm so sad, and I'll make notes on my phone. Now these notes were saved somehow to my Gmail. I think it was when Apple iPhones automatically save notes to the Gmail, and they still exist. And this was like going back nearly 10 years now, and I think it's about 10 or 11. Nah, is it? Anyway, it was a long time ago, and they're so cringy to read out. And I'm gonna do it live. I'll do it live on the podcast.
Yes,
because I think it'll be great content.
Yes,
and yeah, I can feel myself going inwards now just thinking about it.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
They are so cringy.
So cringy.
So cringy. Yeah, I used to make these little notes to myself, like
it's even you telling the story that. You'd be out partying with friends, and then you'd take yourself off into the corner to write down your feelings in your phone. Oh, it is sad and sad.
It's sad and sad.
Yeah,
it's sad. Oh, poor guy, and also pathetic sad.
But like we said, everybody's been there. Everyone's done it.
I don't know.
Writing their I say everyone's done it, but everyone's had a version of.
Tom hasn't.
Patheticness.
Tom hasn't. My best friend Tom, I've mentioned him a few times on this podcast. He's
only got one ex though, hasn't he?
Yeah. And then he's just like a rock. He just goes, fuck her, mate. I'm going to get rid of her. And just deletes everything. He's like cold, man. And he's just like, he deals with it in the way.
That is the way to do it. We said this before.
We did.
Delete from the ground up.
No, I think, yeah. I think you're right.
But he's only had one ex. I've had 5.
This kind of leads into this thing I was going to talk about. So I'm on Westworld season 3, and don't worry, I'm not talking about bloody simulation theory. And there's a sad part in so if anybody's not seen Westworld's about AI and about I'm not going to get into it, but anyway, there's a part in season 3 where now season 3 is outside the park where they're originally going, and it's set in the future. And Aaron Paul's character is trying to get a job, and he keeps failing. And but he used to be in the army, and he's taking he's doing like criminal jobs at the minute, but he's trying to be on the good path and trying to get this job, and he can't. And every flipping, every call he gets is like, sorry, you weren't accepted for this job offer. And he's trying so hard, and he gets this one call, and he's like, answers the phone. Bear in mind, this is set in the future. And he goes, sorry, you was a really good applicant, but unfortunately, there's no role for you. And he gets, you can see him look sad. By the way, Aaron Paul, great actor. Fantastic actor.
He is a good actor.
Great in Breaking Bad, great in this. And you can see he gets sad. He's like, well, you know, is there anything else I can do? He goes, no, sorry, like we said, your application is very good. And we're going to have to just decline it. It's not right for the role. He goes, well, is there anything I can do? Anything, like, any tips you can give me for where I went wrong? And the person on the other end doesn't answer. And then you see him kind of go, are you even real? And he goes, if you'd like to like terminate the call. And he's like, he was talking to an AI. And it's just like, it was so sad to see that that's the future we're going to have. Because he was like looking for feedback. Like, how can I be better? And he was like, then this realization where he's like not talking to a human. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, he goes, were you even real? And the person like, it sounded like obviously a real person. He goes, because if you'd like to terminate the call, sorry you didn't get the job. He was like, okay, fair enough, whatever. Bye, puts the phone down. And then, spoiler alert, by the way, if anybody's about to... This is not a big spoiler. He also keeps getting a phone call from his friend in the army. Now, and he answers the phone and he keeps having these phone conversations with the friend in the army. And this friend, you slowly learn, has died. But the coping mechanism for him losing his friend was this coping mechanism that he actually went counselling for, where they built his friend AI-wise that would call him and talk to him. So it's like if I died and then you couldn't bear, because you can't look at me, I'm fucking dope. You can't bear living without me. So this company builds you like something that will ring you up and just deal with it.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I was going to go a sex robot.
A sex robot? Oh my God. Well, you wouldn't pick me, would you? Let's face it. If you could build a sex robot, I want it based on Dave.
I want a sex robot of
Probably
Dave.
me, but jacked and like with a fucking 8-inch cock. We just changed gears on this podcast, guys. We're talking about serious things and back into fucking memes.
Yeah, no, carry on.
But yeah, it was just so sad. And then you realise, because he goes, I think I'm going to have to let you go on the phone because I don't think I'm dealing with this in the correct way. And then you realise then, his fucking AI is that he's got to deal with the loss of his friend. He can't let him go. But eventually he kind of goes, this is not working. And the guy on the other end, who's his friend, in brackets, goes, he goes, I'm going to terminate this. He goes, you have to confirm that you need to terminate this. Say the word confirm or whatever.
What? So it's in the friend voice as well?
Yeah. So it's because it is his friend in AI. They've built him like his friend. And it's exactly like, you wouldn't tell the difference, but you know.
Okay.
And he says, yeah, terminate. And he just gets sad because he's like, it's just not the real thing.
Everything's fake.
Yeah. Everything's like, he tried to get this job and he asked this person on the other end, what can I do to improve? And the AI didn't know what to say. Same with his friend. He was having these fake conversations with this AI friend. How you doing? And the friend would ask him, how you doing, man? You doing okay? He goes, yeah, I'm doing fine. In the back of your mind, he's dead. He's gone, but you still got these. It's like
I think it's a flaw in the programming, really. If you're creating something that's intelligent enough to talk to as your mate, you wouldn't have it go, terminate the call, confirm.
Yeah, but at the end, it didn't do it like
this
that. Confirm,
central
control, terminate to confirm. No, it was just his friend like me going, well, if you want to stop
And the AI that can tell you that you haven't got the job but can't tell you why.
Yeah, it's pretty. You've got a point. It's pretty shit, I guess.
Pretty standard response.
Well, I don't know.
We just had a great. We had so many good applicants. You're at the very top of the pile, but you just didn't quite make the cut this time.
Well, you should know about kind of being in your industry, your job.
I know I'm missing the point. I'm doing that on purpose because I'm being facetious. But
no, but you've got a good point. Like, it should have been a better AI then.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how far in the future it is. It looks kind of futuristic, and by the way, I can't recommend Westworld enough. Season 2 is okay. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. Season 1 was great. Season 3, I've only seen episode 1. Looks like it's going to be banging. Aaron Paul.
I know the point that you're getting at though, which is going
it's
forward.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
Like, and I see that in the future. I'm like, oh, that could actually happen.
Yeah, everything turns to AI.
Yeah, and you're building. Yeah, if you. I can imagine companies now going, "Oh, you're mourning the loss of your friend. Don't worry, we can build you a virtual friend that is exactly like that person."
You're mourning the loss of your wife? Well, to be fair, men just get sex robots. I mean, sex robots are already a thing.
Sex robots.
Exactly. It wouldn't be like...
Hydraulic cocks.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being really cynical, but I don't think most men would get a carbon cut out of their own wife.
I don't think most women would if you're being...
No.
I'd have your mind.
Aww. That's cute.
I'd just have you, but with bigger tits. You would not have me. You would have me. You would probably have my looks, probably, but slimmer, lose weight, chiseled a little bit more, bigger traps, and you'd probably, like you said. I asked you this off podcast. I said, in the film Westworld, they have little sliders, like personality traits.
Yeah.
And I said, what was the one slider you'd push up on me? Like, and you said
self-discipline.
Self-discipline. And I was like, ooh, yeah, I'd push that slider right up.
Not all the way up.
And I just maxed out tits. No, I'm joking.
You just push the slider up.
I honestly, I'm not.
Just.
I'm watching it. But that's like a physical acumen.
Yeah.
By the way, I am completely joking. You are perfect. In every way.
That's cute.
Now, simultaneously, anybody who's ever listened to... Well, I listen to the podcast right now just vomited everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
You motherfuckers.
And they've all gone fucking liar.
Fucking... Toots.
He's lying.
I don't know what, personality-wise, I'd push up on you. I don't like it when you go quiet when we have arguments.
Anxiety? Get rid of anxiety.
I'd move that down.
Way down.
Yeah. Your anxiousness. That's a good one, actually. Move that way down.
Yeah, I'm too anxious.
Too anxious poos.
Yeah. To be fair, I'd move that down on myself. I'd like to be a much less anxious person.
Like I said, though, pardon me, you want some anxiety.
Some anxiety is good.
Some anxiety is good because it...
But my fight and flight response is still programmed as if I'm like trying to run away from a saber-toothed tiger all the time.
I think a lot of people's are in these days, though. But yeah, that's what I thought was just really sad about season 3. That it's like this AI world, and I can see it going that way.
I don't know. It's really difficult to say because I think there are some things that you just won't be able to replace with robots. But then again, is it Elon Musk that thinks that we're all headed that way? And I tend to...
It seems like that.
I mean, you look at robots we've got at the moment, some of them are very impressive and some of them are hilarious.
I know, I'm trying to pull up one now. I saw one on Reddit.
Those sex robots are mad, though. I know I keep saying it, but they are mad.
Right, so anybody who's listening, if you want to bring up Colour Splash product demo, I hope this is the one. This could be actually good.
It started off well.
This is example of what AI is like at the minute. We're watching. But this is where we're at the minute. Hold on, just making sure.
What's it gonna do?
Oh,
What's it gonna do?
It's a robot that's about to paint a wall. Oh, it's figuring it out. It's got a red laser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ooh. He's just figuring it out. It's doing some more calculations.
Oh, it's
slight. Oh.
Gotta get it there.
There you go. And. And now it's just spitting out, pissing red paint on the wall.
It's just trickling paint out onto the wall.
Oh!
Nope, it's having an abs. Oh no!
Oh, it's having a meltdown. But yeah, that's where we're at. So anybody's listening, Colour Splash product demo on YouTube to watch that.
That's the future.
That's
what we're
essentially
talking about. So you're talking about Westworld. We're seeing that.
I want to do like a Westworld mashup now where, where it goes, they're learning. And, and they're just cutting.
And then just that guy goes, ooh.
Runs backwards and forwards up against the wall. There's something about
Oh,
shit AI.
It's the jankiness.
What's the one where...
The way it bustled into the room, just like bashed the door in.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to get in the room.
What's this?
Where's the self-eating the spoon?
What are we looking for?
Machine spoon. I can't find it, but yeah, I'll have to pull them up for next time. But I was trying to find the one where the spoon is whacking. It goes, it's just bang, 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 bang up against like this model face of a guy.
What about that one that makes Softy laugh? Just the mouth. E
ooh. If you type in EROR,
then nothing comes up.
then nothing comes up. What about robot? It's throat It's throat robot. Throat.
I'm not sure. You can actually throat sing.
Me?
Yeah.
I can't.
Just because it came up at the top, you can. I've got a video of you and Softy doing it.
So there's this robot that replicates like the human throat.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great just for the audio podcast as well. But it's called what's that, Leanne? Utterance. Utterance robot finally got the same voice as humans. I mean, I'm unsure.
This mechanical talking robot mouth, developed by the Sawada Group at Kagawa University, features speech organs which mimic a human's.
It looks like a blobfish.
Looks like a sex toy.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a sex toy. It just looks like it looks like a fleshlight that you put your fucking, or a blobfish. It looks between a blobfish and a fleshlight.
The robot's mouth and tongue are made from silicon rubber.
What makes me laugh the most about this is that it makes Softy laugh so much.
人間は例えば他の知らない言語でも意味があって、
Come on,
なので
I want to see
学
it
習
in
結果を
action.
使って
What video have you found?
知らない
Like, first of all, like, why? Why are we inventing this? I mean, I guess this is heading towards
This is the
AI,
start of
right?
it. This is the start
You
of
are
it.
right. This is the start. This is the vocal cords coming in. And then they're going to put all their shit together. Then, okay, then this is the start of that. What was the paint one, the start of
I
its
don't know what
arms?
the paint one was. The paint one was just hilarious. I think the paint one was made for memes.
I've tried not to take the piss out of robots too much in case the AI do come.
Well, they're not going to be offended. They don't have emotions.
Oh,
Do you think
never
they will?
know.
Do you think robots are going to be offended?
If you listen to this podcast in the future, I don't agree with anything she's saying. I love you and I will suck your robot dick. Honestly, I'm not saying shit, mate. The robots could take over and then look at you and go, remember that time, Leanne, you didn't think we had emotions?
Yeah.
And then they'll go
And you
instantly, I, ooh, ah,
E, A, O, A, E, E,
and then you'll be like,
O, O. And then I'll go, you a sex robot.
you a sex robot. That offends me.
That offends
Yeah,
me.
see, we wouldn't be able to take the piss out of robot voices, would we?
Why?
That we wouldn't be go, oh, remember the robot people? They'll be like, that's actually offensive towards us because it's like taking the piss out of another language. A robot language would be offensive.
I don't know where this conversation's going, but I can guarantee you they're not going to...
That offends me.
What would be the purpose of
A robot getting offended?
programming a robot to become offended?
That's the point is AI will get to a point where it will self-learn.
And it
then
learns to become offended.
Well, no, not offended as such. I think that it will recognise that being offended would be
Being offended is kind of a pointless reaction.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they'll probably negate all that eventually, but I'm just saying for the memes.
Right.
Imagine if we couldn't do robot voices anymore because it offends robots. I'd find that very...
Well, we'll all just have to wait till the future and see, really.
Robot overlords take over.
Yeah, because let's face it, me and you aren't going to be inventing any robots. We'll have to wait for the actual intelligent people to...
Yeah, that makes our friend Softy laugh so much. There's also like a... Remember the rubbish bin that goes wrong?
The rubbish bin. I've not seen this. Rubbish bin wrong.
Yeah, this one. The trash truck fail.
What does it do?
Okay, turn that off. Right, anybody wants to search this on the audio? Trash truck fail audio podcast. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what we're looking at here is so when the truck that comes along to pick up your wheelie bins.
Mm-hmm.
So they've built this truck that can actually pick up a wheelie bins automatically with a mechanical thing that's strapped to the side.
So you don't need a
So you don't need a person to do it, and it literally puts it in lock and then goes woof. Just flings the fucking...
It just yeets it.
It just yeets.
Yeet.
Oh, yeet. It just yeets the flipping rubbish everywhere. I mean, whoever did this edit in this video... Imagine you just see that at you and you're like, what is going on?
Is there a driver in that truck though?
Yeah.
Does he just drive off?
Maybe he's just looking at his phone and he don't care. No, that's the end of the video. Then you got a minute of please subscribe to me.
1 full minute.
Trash truck fail on YouTube. If they're calling it trash, that's obviously somewhere in America. You're a trash kid.
Trash.
We're coming up to an hour point now.
We don't know him.
I think it's time to wrap up.
Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about? Nothing else on your list?
Yeah, but we're coming up to an hour, so read some old memos from when I broke up my old girlfriend. That's on the next podcast.
Next week. Oh, it's going to be cringe.
Mouse setting off trap with a stick. Remember when we saw that and we was amazed? Old videos of System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Crying at Captain America in the bot flies. Yeah, we got to look at. Pardon me. Leanne shitting herself on a date. We've already talked about that.
Well, I didn't want you to read through all your different topics. Well, it was just whether you had anything.
Just what's coming up, you know?
Just what's coming up.
Just what's coming up, you know?
Yeah. I think any more questions anybody's got, send us in questions for us to answer.
I'll do that on Instagram.
Because Tom's questions were fantastic.
Yeah, I'll do that on Instagram. I'll put some more questions up.
Anything you want to know about me, anything you want to know about Voorny, about Dave, anything that we've spoken about that you want to dig a little deeper in?
Yeah, dig a little deeper into about AI minds.
I thought you were going to say something else just
AI
then.
minds.
In my minds? My Minecraft server?
Mind.
Dig a little deeper into our Minecraft server.
Anyway, goodbye, fellow AIs. What are you doing? Stop it. No.
Goodbye, fellow AIs.
So we're going to wrap it up now. But thank you very much for listening to anybody who's listened to the podcast. I appreciate you. Remember, subscribe on the Apple Podcast to get a rating reviewers, please. Also follow Voorny on YouTube /VOORNY. YouTube Voorny VOORNY. Go check us out. And that's it for this episode. See you in the next one. That's bye from me.
And bye from me.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Love you. Bye.